this is JoyboyP with another unboxing review video. This time it's on the Enermax Liqtech 120X all-in-one liquid CPU cooler. I have tested this out and it is a pretty good and quite performing one. As you see, that's it on the front there. That logo in the centre does glow. Does have the shunt channel technology, sorry. The fans do have a little control switch on them, so you control their maximum speed with a little switch on them. High air pressure, that's at the OC setting on the maximum. The fans have twisted bearings, does come with two fans, and the blades are removable so you can easily clean them. And there's all your socket type support. It's got the LGA 775, 1150, 1155, 1156, 1366 and 2011, AMD, AM32, 2 plus, AM3, 3 and 3 plus, FM1 and FM2. There's not much on the. It's a bit heavy. Just a moment. Nothing on the bottom. Not much on the sides, except from the picture again. Let you read that quick. This quick loop, high performance, yada yada. Nothing really on the top. And on the back, more features. I'll let you read those. Has high quality aluminium water block, prevents operating noise and improves cooling efficiency. There's shunt technology, boosting thermal efficiency, and so on. Also apparently prevents heat surges, so if one core gets rather hot, the heat is more easily dissipated. Microchannel technology, the precise microchannel core plate enlarges the cooling surface, so on. And all that sort of good stuff. I'll let you just read that quick. Here we have some measurements. You see the size of the water block here. The size of the actual radiator itself is fairly thick, as you can see there. The radiator itself is 43 millimeters, or including the fans, 93 millimeters. Some more information on its special features and that. Some more information on its shunt technology. As I said, it is a very well performing fan. More features there, I'll let you read those. More specifications, I should say. So it does, the fans do support mean time between failures of 100,000 hours, and the pump itself is 50,000 hours. It does have a minimum CFM, of 28.6. On its lowest setting is 60.3. Its performance setting is 88.9, and its OC setting is 111, which is pretty darn high. Its static pressures, as you can see, on its lowest setting at 600 RPMs is 8.1, 1300 RPMs is 1.7, 4.7 at 2000 RPMs, and 7.4 at 2500 RPMs. Sorry about all those vehicles passing outside my window. So let's get this box open so we can have a good look inside. And just before I turn it off, and there's your decibel ratings. At maximum performance it does get pretty loud, but you don't really need it that high unless you are really overclocking. Back in a moment. So the first thing in the box that we see is the user manual, which tells you how to quickly install it and some specifications and that, and all the bits and bobs that you should get with it. It's nothing too difficult. It tells you how to install it with Intel first, and it goes into the AMD installation and so on. Moving on with the phone, and here's the packaging inside. The box here with all the screws and back plates and whatnot. With two fans, and then the actual water block here, if you can get it out, and the radiator. You just take all the plastic off them, and I'll be right back. So inside that little white box we have all our bits and bobs. It's your AMD brackets, a wire splitter for your fans, and your back plate. This is for AMD and Intel. You flip one, use it on one side, it's for AMD, and you flip it over, it's for Intel. Sorry. I'm going to come out. So you have the Intel side, and on the other side, turn it over, you have the AMD side, sorry. On the AMD side you do have to install little rubber pads so you don't short circuit the motherboard or anything. And then we have our bag of bits. Sorry. This little socket I believe is for the 1366. LGA 1366 socket. You won't really need that if you're using a high-end processor. Comes with some thermal paste, the little rubber pads and so on for the AMD part of the bracket, and all your screws, standoffs and all that good stuff. Just clear those away a moment and I'll come back to it. And here we have the two fans. Got the Enermax logo on the front here, Power Innovation Design, the logo. Comes with a nice braided cables. Nice to see this on fans and whatnot, as most decent power supplies have them nowadays. On the other side, this is where our switch is. So just here, click into the bottom one, and the fan will only operate between 600 and 1300 RPMs. Move it up one, and it will operate between 600 and 2000 RPMs, and at the top one, it will operate between 600 and 2500 RPMs. Sorry. So at maximum speed, they are very noisy. As I said, the fan blades are removable, so let's have a go at trying to move these. I've not actually done this yet, so I have to pop the camera down a moment. Try and keep it in shot. Oh, there we are. So all you do is you pull on them, and you see this makes it so much easier to clean your fans if dust starts to build on them. Probably shouldn't be touching this, but you see, I believe that's the magnet on the inside. So, as it does say on the box, they are twisted bearing fans. Other than that, there's nothing that special about them. They are rather good performers. So, that's that back in. It does feel a bit shaky, but I shall show a demonstration of these fans in a little bit. With these to one side. And here we actually have the radiator and pump itself. Now, as you can see, this is a rather thick radiator. My hands are rather slender. Well, this will be a better comparison. Most case fans, if you've already got one, are 25mm thick, so you can see that as a really thick radiator. I do really like this. I think it's powder coating sort of finish on the side. Now you can see the sort of shape of the radiator fins themselves. Now the good thing with this radiator is that the heat exchange pipes are actually go through the actual plates inside and not have the wave design, which is less efficient on the heat exchange. Here you have the red rubber mounts for your fans to go on both sides. Whoops. Just lie that side down quick. As I said, this logo here does glow blue, and more braided wire. Is a three pin fan header there. It's not too noisy. I have already previously used this, that's why that's rather badly placed on there. As you'll be able to see, these do move from side to side, which is a good thing. get these plugged in and we can do a noise test for you. Back in a moment. I thought I'd quickly mention for the test I am going to be using my Be Quiet Power Pro 10 850 watt power supply. So you know the noise of the fan on this is, as you can hear, it's literally silent. I've actually got that against the case there. So it is a really quiet power supply, so that's not going to throw the noise off it at all. I just finished setting up and I'll be right back. Right, first I thought I'd do, give a quick test with the water pump so you can hear how noisy that is. Switch that on quick. So you can hear it does give a little buzz. When it's inside the system, you're not going to hear it above your fans. Your system fans are going to be much noisier than this. I can feel that is actually a little cooler now. So, as I said, there's not much to go on there, but it's not too noisy. That's well, that's right against it now. But from over here you can't really hear it all that well. I'll be right back with the fan. And here I've just switched it to its minimal setting. You can hear it's nowhere near as noisy as it was. Let's pop this down a moment and turn it up. It's on its medium setting, so it's now at 2000 RPMs. It has a really high airflow, as you can probably hear. Now let's put it on its OC setting. Be careful not to touch the blades. On the OC setting you can hear those fans are pretty darn loud. I had it operating at maximum performance when I was using it, and I could feel that fan blowing from more than 6 feet away. And that was on its performance setting, not its OC one. So I have got another fan connector here, which the power turn that off quick. Which the power supply itself will control the speed of the fan. So hopefully I might be able to hear it at 600 RPMs. And then you can hear how quiet it is when it's operating at that speed. Right, so I just swapped it over to the power supply's fan connector, as it does control fans natively. There we go. That's it running at its minimum performance, 600 RPMs. Now my BIOS, when I was booted into that, was saying it was running at 500 RPMs, so they might be running slightly slower than they actually supposed to, but you still get a rather good airflow. As I'm quickly talking performance, from using a stock heatsink with me i7-4770K, I noticed a rough 15-degree drop in temperature, and that's just taking readings from the BIOS. I was getting around 30 to 40 degrees with the stock fan. With this I was getting 20 to 25 degrees. So and that was on a fairly warm day. So be right back in a moment. Sorry this clip is out of order, but just putting everything away and realised I forgot to mention something. Now as you heard, the fans at maximum performance are really noisy, but that's not the point. You don't want to be using your CPU cooler at maximum power anyway. You want to be using it as lower power as possible, just to keep your system running as well as you can. So you run it at like a minimum performance, and as it heats up a bit more you increase it a little bit, so you can save on your sound and keep a nice cool system. So although it is really noisy at high, at maximum performance, at minimum performance is really quiet. So just wanted to add that quickly. you know, don't use your CPU cooler at maximum performance all the time, or you're just not going to benefit from quieter noise or lower temperatures even, because it'll only cool your CPU down to your ambient room temperature anyway. So that's that on that bit. See you in the next part. Thought I'd hook them both up, so this one will be running at minimum performance and this one will be running at its performance level, which is its medium setting at 2000 RPMs. So let's turn that on quick. I'll just bring over to this one. You should be able to hear the difference in volume. And perhaps even hear the difference in the actual sound of the airphone over the microphone on this. So there is a huge audio difference. When it's on this setting, you can barely hear it at all. From a couple of feet away you can't hear the actual cooler working at all. So that's just about it for this unboxing review of the Enermax Liqtech the Enermax Liqtech 120X all-in-one CPU cooler. It is a well-performing one, performing just about as well as the H80i from Corsair. They vary between each other a couple of degrees differences. When this is on its OC performance, it does outperform it slightly, but is louder, as you could obviously hear. So all in all, I give this a really good rating as for a CPU cooler. It is well performing, can be quiet when it's running at minimum performance, but really noisy on its maximum performance. So as I said, that just about wraps up for this unboxing review. This is if you like this video, like it. If you dislike it, do whatever you want. Please leave comments in the comment section below. I do like to hear what people have to say about things like this. This is JoyboyP signing off.